Closed captioning is provided by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Hello and welcome to Voices Unlimited. Today we're so excited about talking with Art Goldacker. From there we're going to take you to a conference that we attended in Fort Worth, Texas, and it was about family justice centers. And then the really exciting part is coming back to Meridian and showing you through a tour of Wesley House how a family justice center is really implemented and how much we need your help. We also have a victim who has come forward that wants to speak her story to you so that you can put a face to victimization. We're looking forward to seeing how she has come through this journey of victimization and on to healing. Won't you join us?
Voices Unlimited with Ginger Grissom is brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Muna Federal Credit Union of Meridian. Meridian Community College. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Kia. Wtok Furniture. And Trendsetters Hair Salon.
Here at City Hall, we're about to go in and see Mr. Kurt Goldacker, and we're going to learn all about what he's doing with Mr. Percy Bland, our new mayor.
All right, well, how are you? Well, come on in.
Good to see you again.
Come on in, please.
Thank you.
This is where it all happens.
All of it happens here.
It all happens here.
Mr. Goldacker, we are so excited about the future here with Meridian. We know that we've had progress in the past and we're really looking forward to what this administration is going to bring. Would you like to address some of the partnerships and some of the wonderful things that you all have in the workings right now?
Well, Ginger, obviously it's been an exciting time here in the City Hall and in the city. We've got brand new City Council, great new members, new administration. Percy Bland's got a great vision for the city. There's been incredible progress in the past, and now we have the opportunity to just make that blossom. The partnerships that we're building, the relationships are going to be much stronger. The new department heads have already instituted great changes, and the people in the city, I know everyone's excited, and we're hopefully going to make those dreams come true.
How does the Family Justice Center model, how do you see that fitting into your plans for the city of Meridian?
This is a golden opportunity. The city, and now with the partnerships we're building, the bridges that we're being able to not only strengthen, but actually begin anew. There's only 3 states in the entire country that do not have a family justice center. Mississippi is one of them. And Meridian has the opportunity to have that center right here. So the partnerships that we can build, not only with the police department, the county and the sheriff's department, but again, victim-driven. Anyone that has a problem, anyone that needs help and support can come to one place. Here in Meridian, and Wesley House can do that. Working with Wesley House, Love's Kitchen, Hope Village, other nonprofit organizations, building that entire partnership base and supporting the community. That's why we're here, and we're looking forward to making sure that happens.
Stick around. Voices Unlimited will be right back.
LeBron, you tweeted that Chicken McNuggets are the greatest of all time. What about the Quarter Pounder with cheese, the Big Mac? Hashtag headband on too tight.
Wow, 2 Big Mac sandwich extra value meals for $10.
Delight in each delicious moment with McCafe. Every irresistible smoothie and delectable frappe is a break from the ordinary, and it all starts with a sip. There's something for everyone to love from McCafe.
A lot of my high school classmates went away to four-year universities right off the bat. Of course, a lot of them joined me here at MCC at the end of the first semester of their freshman year at four-year colleges. I was very actively involved in student activities out here. I think all the instructors were just great. We were able to have personal one-on-one interactions with our instructors, and they did a real good job.
Register now for late start classes.
Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Kia.
And I'm Laura.
If you're looking for a good economical car, something that gets great gas mileage, something that gets a 7-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty with it, you need to come see us right here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Kia.
And don't forget, Dad, we've got a huge inventory that we can sell for $199 down and only $199 a month.
Come see us, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Kia, Meridian.
Muna Federal Credit Union. We're not a bank. Well, in fact, we're a credit union. But we do offer our members loans, checking accounts, and savings accounts. But we're not a bank. We're Muna Federal Credit Union. Become a member and enjoy lower interest rates, fewer and lower fees, and maximize your savings. Come see how we're different and how you can be a member with 2 locations to serve you.
There's a reason why there's only 3 states in the United States that don't have family justice centers. It takes a lot of work. Where we are at the National Family Justice Center Alliance Conference. You're going to enjoy this.
Well, the Family Justice Center, when it's all said and done, is the way we need to be giving hope going forward. When you talk to survivors all over the United States these days and say, tell me how many places you had to go to get help, they'll say 5, 10, 15, 20. And when you talk to a lot of those survivors, they'll say, I gave up. I just didn't go those places I had to go. I couldn't make it through the system. And the Family Justice Center comes along and says, if we really respect victims of family violence, we'll let them go one place. And we'll make all the services come to one place. And when you do that, you allow them to find the hope and healing they need.
All our communities are involved with One Safe Place. Everybody's police department, everybody's police chief, all the councils and mayors are involved with this, and all the social service agencies, and the large majority of our religious organizations are involved in it also. Mississippi needs to get on board with everybody else because it really can make a huge difference. It's not always an easy start to collaborate and pull together that many independent agencies, but when you do, the payoff is huge.
Yeah, it's very important, crucially important. In fact, I tried a case a couple of weeks ago in which an abused spouse came in and told about her situation, and a jury acquitted the defendant, even though he admitted to the police that he had committed the crime. And so I think people need to be more aware of how serious these crimes are, how serious these situations are, and how important it is to resolve them, if only in a courtroom setting. Because if we don't, and a perpetrator gets away with it, then it just worsens the problem.
There's a group of us here from Meridian, Mississippi, representing the Wesley House. We're here to look into ways that we could bring a one-stop shop for victims of domestic violence to Meridian. It's a complex matter that involves a lot of interagency cooperation, as well as cooperation from the community, and hopefully from lawyers in the Lauderdale County Bar Association.
The Family Justice Center movement is exploding all over the United States. We have 80 centers open now. We have 100 centers in planning. This is the future. And we're excited to see what's happening in Meridian with the beginning of this journey with Wesley House. It's not easy to do this. It's complex. But what it takes is an agency that's willing to say, we will help create that umbrella. We will help create that place under one roof where everybody can come together. And I'm absolutely convinced that what's happening in Meridian can become a model for the state of Mississippi and can start to send out hope to communities, rural communities, small communities all over the South, and we've got to stay with it. This is a struggle we cannot lose if we really care about victims and their kids.
Today we are kicking off the 13th Annual Family Justice Center Conference. We have about 500 people here coming together to talk about family justice centers, to either start them, keep them going, and it's really exciting to see it. And we're also seeing a lot of the partners who are being part of this dream come together as well. And I think the reason I am a big fan of family justice centers is, number one, I lived in one. I was the director of the San Diego Family Justice Center for 5 years. So I got to see firsthand what it was like for partners to come together. And it really blew us away, because I think at the heart of a family justice center, where all these wonderful public-private organizations come together in one location, we are serving more victims, we're giving them more access to justice, more access to legal services, more access to counseling and support, and that's a beautiful thing. And what I see that comes out of a family justice center from a partner's perspective is that we get to bring the best out of each other. It's like the dream I hope for my daughter, to find somebody that brings the best out of her. And only you can know that when you experience that. And I think that's what family justice centers experience, is that we get to bring the best out of each other, to bring hope to victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, elder abuse, human trafficking. So today we are happy to report we have 80 family justice centers across the United States. Unfortunately, we don't have it in every state. And Mississippi, you are ready for a family justice center. You have Wesley House that's taking the lead to bring everyone together in one location to serve victims. And it's important to come together for your community. One of the things that we're seeing here in Tarrant County is that the community has come together. They've put their turf issues aside to say it's much bigger than us. And we're hoping that Mississippi will be that next state that has a family justice center that comes together and inspires the rest of your state to have a family justice center. So you will see the benefits of co-location. The more you bring people together, the more you talk about it, the more you think. It's something that is a project that you can all be proud of for years to come.
Voices Unlimited with Ginger Grissom will be right back. Voices Unlimited with Ginger Grissom is brought to you by McDonald's, I'm loving it. Muna Federal Credit Union of Meridian. Meridian Community College. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Kia. Wtok Furniture. And Trendsetters Hair Salon.
A lot of my high school classmates went away to four-year universities right off the bat. Of course, a lot of them joined me here at MCC at the end of the first semester of their freshman year at four-year colleges. I was very actively involved in student activities out here. I think all the instructors were just great. We were able to have personal one-on-one interactions with our instructors, and they did a real good job.
Register now for Lights Art classes.
LeBron, you tweeted that chicken McNuggets are the greatest of all time. What about the quarter pounder with cheese, the Big Mac? Hashtag headband on too tight.
Wow, 2 Big Mac sandwich extra value meals for $10.
Delight in each delicious moment with McCafe. Every irresistible smoothie and delectable frappe is a break from the ordinary, and it all starts with a sip. There's something for everyone to love from McCafe.
Muna Federal Credit Union. We're not a bank. Well, in fact, we're a credit union. But we do offer our members loans, checking accounts, and savings accounts. But we're not a bank. We're Muna Federal Credit Union. Become a member and enjoy lower interest rates, fewer and lower fees, and maximize your savings. Come see how we're different and how you can be a member. The 2 locations to serve.
Domestic violence is a crime that is so frightening for the entire family, because you see, it wasn't just about the spouse and the mom. It was about the children having to witness all of that. So they run away from the situation. They go to this organization, to this organization, to this one, throughout this area, and still received no help. Yet they were re-victimized every time that they had to tell their story. Finally, they came to Wesley House. where we're putting the Family Justice Center together with our community of agencies, where all of us work together to provide the needs of a victim and for their entire family. It makes all the difference in the world in the healing. A victim can go up to 16 places, depending on where they first disclose, to have to tell their story. So this is where we do all of our interviewing, we do all the intake in a comfortable living room type setting that we can help everybody to feel more relaxed and very safe. Because understand, there's still that little stalking element in the background of everybody's mind. As they were victimized and they run. They are always wondering, where's my perpetrator? Is he watching? This is in the middle of the building and somewhere, and it's very comfortable and the lighting is low, and we get a better testimony and a better overall analysis of what's happened to that particular family. We have several therapists here at Wesley House, and one of them works in here, and we do a lot of things in this room. This is where we teach parenting and sometimes life skills. We do baby massage in here on the big rug, and sometimes we do education courses as far as health and that kind of thing in here for our victims, because they have to start over many, many, many times. We don't want to make the same mistakes that we've made in the past, so we try to help them look at new ideas and new ways, to give them new tools to deal with some of the things going on in their family. So when victims leave their families and their abusers, they often leave with nothing but just the clothes on their back. So therefore, we have to help them start completely over. This is our clothing room. Victims and their families get to come through here and choose whatever it is that they wish to take home, and as much as they wish to take home. If their needs are specific, we go ahead and give them Walmart cards and take them out to Walmart or one of the other areas here in town to buy the uniforms of whatever it is that their children really need. Food is also a necessity, and when you leave, you need to start entirely over. So in order to help our victims with that startup, we always bring them to the food pantry. This is one of the private rooms here. This is our restroom. It's equipped with a shower and tub and anything that people need coming from a victimization, that they can get clean and feel better about themselves. We also have in this room over here a washer and dryer, because so many times people don't have the facility, they have no money, they leave without anything, and we have to help them to feel better about themselves so they can hear what we've got to say as far as how to pull themselves together. This is our kitchen where we serve our preschool. We have 32 preschoolers, and we also work with our kids' MANA and anybody that needs food. It's a full-size kitchen, and we enjoy it very much, but it's used a lot. So this is our education room. We have GED here during the week, and then sometimes we have children that are tutored here. We also do arts and crafts in this room. Now you'll see the computer lab, and that is for not only the students from MCC, but also for the victims, because sometimes they just need to check their email and get in touch with family, hey, I'm okay, and that kind of thing. So it's really important that victims can admit themselves into their family's life. So this is our forensic interview room, and this is where we bring the children, and we can show you that we've got microphones here, a phone that goes directly across the hall to a monitoring system, cameras there. We tell the children about this right up front. We want them to understand how it is that they're going to be interviewed, and they can stop at any time. We're a child first here at Wesley House. Once they disclose and tell their story, then we bring out the anatomical dolls to help show like posturing and that kind of thing, words, concepts, underneath clothes, on top of, that kind of thing. So they have to say it though. We're not on, we don't, if the child is ready, they will talk. If they're not, their time will come later. So this is the monitoring room, and in this room will be all the people that are on the team that are dealing with that particular victim. Law enforcement, social workers, advocates, medical personnel, that kind of thing. They're all here in this room. They watch the story one time. They get to pick up the phone and talk to the interviewer who is with the victim. and ask questions. Then the child hears all the questions through that one interview. So everybody has input, but the child only is re-victimized one time by having to tell the story. And we hope that it's in such a way that they're not victimized at all. They just feel safe and they let go of what it is that they want to say.
Muna Federal Credit Union. We're not a bank. Well, in fact, we're a credit union. But we do offer our members loans, checking accounts, and savings accounts. But we're not a bank. We're Muna Federal Credit Union. Become a member and enjoy lower interest rates, fewer and lower fees, and maximize your savings. Come see how we're different and how you can be a member with 2 locations to serve you.
LeBron, you tweeted that Chicken McNuggets are the greatest of all time. What about the Quarter Pounder with Cheese, the Big Mac? Hashtag headband on too tight.
Wow. 2 Big Mac Sandwich Extra Value Meals for $10.
Delight in each delicious moment with McCafe. Every irresistible smoothie and delectable frappe is a break from the ordinary, and it all starts with a sip. There's something for everyone to love from McCafe.
Voices Unlimited with Ginger Grissom is brought to you by McDonald's, I'm loving it. Muna Federal Credit Union of Meridian. Meridian Community College. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Kia. Woodstock Furniture. And Trendsetters Hair Salon.
This is one of our conference rooms, and its purpose is to pull the family in with the team, the non-offending parent, and discuss the case and what's going on. We sign releases in this room, then we take them to another room where they can wait for the child to be finished, and then the team meets back in here to determine what's going to happen and what course the team will take on this abuse case. So this is the play therapy room. We call it the tree house. There are children that are victimized that are so young that they can't tell their story with words, and they won't sit in a seat for 15 minutes and just be still. So they come here, they're interviewed underneath the tree house. The older children, they're brought up to the top of the tree house, and there are cameras and microphones, and the same thing is accomplished here as in the forensic room. It's just done specifically for the child that needs it. This is a very safe, cushy place where children really don't feel threatened at all, so we get really good results. And play therapy is a story that's told through play. And children, we are having a lot of success with that, with our therapist and with the children that are victimized. So this is our pediatric room, and this is where we will be doing forensic medical exams here for children. We have 4 rooms in our clinic, one of which is for domestic violence and sexual assault, but this is the one for the children. We are really honest with them. You can see that this table is very thick and very cushioned. The name of this game is to make sure that we can distract. So we might count the yellow daisies or the red birds or whatever, but we allow the child to know what's going on. We tell them before they ever start. They can squeeze Pinky. You can see here they're given crayons so that they can draw on the table. And the parts of their body that are hurt, well, those are the parts of the body that are going to have to be examined. It's never an easy thing for the child to go through. So this is a very child-friendly room, and most of the children that come here love it, and they feel very good about being here. A man painted this for us pro bono. He did it with the understanding that children very small would be looking at it, as well as children that were older. So there are things for little children to look at all the way from the bottom all the way up to the top. Color is very important to children. It energizes them, and they love to be around color and happy. And you can see here, that's exactly what you've got. Farm animals, they're happy, a lot of color. Same thing in the rest of the building here in the Child Advocacy Center. You can see it's filled with color and it's filled with hope for children. If you have questions about abuse, of any kind as it pertains to a child, you can call us here at Wesley House and just talk to a therapist or a psychologist. The number during the day, our weekly hours, is 601-485-4736. If you have questions during the weekend or after hours, you can call us on the hotline, and it's completely confidential and free. 601-482-2828. Now, if you'd like to learn more about what's going on here at this center, you can always go online and look at our website at www.wesleyhousemeridian.org. It's seldom that a victim of child abuse grows up and wants to talk about their story, honestly. But today we've got a lady that really wants to share her story for the sole purpose of helping other people who've been through similar situations.
I still struggle with it, and I think I'll struggle with it all my life because I call him my predator because he knew our structure. He knew that I was going to be alone. He planned to catch me alone in that house, and he called me into that closet, and he knew what he was doing. The very next day, I remember another little detail. We had school pictures made that day, and I remember my sister helping me get ready for school pictures. I've still got that little picture, and I have a busted lip in that little picture, and I know that he did that, and I have that picture. And I really don't know what else he did to me in the closet. But what he did was enough to scar my life. Being still a victim, it's kind of hard to try to straddle that fence, you know, because I'm still working through it. I do know that I feel that if you're a victim and you know it, regardless of when it happened, that you need to reach out and tell someone. You need someone to sit down with you, and you need someone to talk to you. And then until you do that, you're not going to be able to cope efficiently. You're not going to be able to heal. I can't even say that I'm healed now, but I do know that I just think that it's crucial that you tell someone, that you reach out and tell someone.
Those of us that are working with her understand that she is healing, but the very fact that she could give her testimony shows that she was. The important thing to remember is, with children, with anybody, the sooner you deal with it and the sooner you tell somebody, the sooner you will heal. Otherwise, there'll be a veil that protects you from the victimization until years later, perhaps. So it's important and it's impertinent that we get right to the victimization and to the story as soon as possible so that people can go ahead and start to heal and establish a new normal for their lives. This was an example of a winner, someone who did have the opportunity to come through Wesley House and go through the process, and now she's on the road to healing. And that's what it's all about. That's why we're all here, and that's why we need your help. If you need to know and you want to know more about Wesley House and the Family Justice Center, please call us and we will help guide you through that. Everybody can do something.
Closed captioning is provided by McDonald's. I'm loving it.